Awesome. So Bill here's going to give us a little tour and give us an idea of what's going on in here. And when you guys walk in, this is old school theater stuff right here, and you don't see this stuff anymore.
Here's something I'll show you though really quick because it's covered today, so you won't be able to see it. But under the orchestra pit where we just did our interview,
Yeah.
is the original silent movie organ, the molar.
Without this.
Yeah. And if you look here on either side, up in these right here, where you see one side is the pipe organ, the other side is what they call the toy gallery. So it's got the thunder sheets, the sirens. So they have a silent movie. They could do the whole thing.
That's cool.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's still in this building?
That's still here. It's one of the, I believe it's the only original installation that still has that molar organ in it.
Wow.
You want another tour, Dad? You want to go?
This is the lobby. This is what the ceiling art looked like in 1928. There were some changes here. Obviously, the box office windows got put in
Right.
years later. And if you're from Oneida, you'll notice the color texture is kind of similar to the paint job of the Oneida Calet because it was the same family. Interesting tidbit of information above the marquee, you'll see that there's windows. The Calet family at the time who built the theater owned a radio station called WKAL. That's where Dick Clark started. And my father trained Dick Clark upstairs.
That's
on
pretty
radio.
cool.
So,
So this guy's been attached to show business forever. You have, Bill.
oh yeah, so
I mean,
we grew up with it.
that's what you're meant to do.
Yes. This is the the regular concession stand when you come in all the time and all your normal stuff. Sometimes we have merchandise over there. Usually we have a bar on either side for shows as well.
Yeah, where's the bar?
Well, the bar is that set up. We'll start. How about we start upstairs?
Sure, yeah. Let's go to the balcony.
This is the upper mezzanine lobby.
Rick needs a chairlift to get up here.
He was just up here. I feel bad.
Oh, you were?
So the,
Couch, I can take a nap.
Oh, yeah.
So originally when it opened too, there was this aluminum style furniture that's no longer here. But it also had a piano up here, which had to figure, they eventually got rid of it because people kept trying to play the piano in a movie or something. And the reason these two doors aren't original, they were put in because when I told you WKL radio station was on the other side, they needed more room, so they built all the way up. They actually took the lobby away. The studios were.
Oh, no kidding.
So, and here's one of my favorite things to show you. You're gonna really like this. It's a telephone booth.
Oh my God, that's a real one.
Pick
Oh,
the phone
wow.
up. It's
It's
gonna
an
work.
Andy Griffith phone.
This thing
It's
works.
gonna work. Pick it up.
This thing freaking works, guys. I don't know if you can hear it. Unfreaking believable. Look at that thing.
The best one is seeing a really young kid who's never even seen a phone booth, who doesn't understand why there's a machine on the wall.
It's like, what's
Can't
that?
Taylor. That's one of them dime machines, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah,
Call JJ
it
Wentworth.
works. It's great.
Wow.
And then
That's pretty
up
awesome.
here, this is
That
one
was
of my
cool.
favorite things to see.
I can already see the epic view before we even get up here.
And as you walk up and you look in the dome, there's like these little rectangular cutouts. Do you see them at the bottom?
Yeah.
So before it was LED, there's a wooden catwalk up here. One plank. You'd walk up there.
Up there?
You'd lay up on your stomach, right? You stick your hand through there. That's how you would change the light bulbs. Now there's LEDs, so nobody will ever change it again.
Unbelievable.
But, and this to the left and right, that's the pipe organ side. This is the toy gallery side. Where all the, yeah. Well, you know, as a kid, I remember sitting downstairs looking at them and go, wouldn't it be cool to touch the ceiling? Yeah. Right? An impossible thing, you know, really. When we did the remodeling, we had scaffolding all the way up. Yeah. I went up there, and Art Pierce is here, and I go, I gotta touch the ceiling. I've been waiting 50 years. So I've been on the inside down. It was pretty cool, and it's funny when the scaffolding's here. It's like you're standing in there, you know. But now it's like you look at it like, wow, I was up that high with scaffolding. Pretty wild.
Are the old projectors still up there?
They are, yeah. These are the original seats to the original. This is what they originally had looked like.
Like back in the day, huh?
And they're filled with horsehair. so you know.
My mother probably sat in one of these seats
Yeah, they
because she
had-
used to sit in the balcony.
Yeah, they didn't get to a full renovation of these yet because costs of the during COVID, everything got crazy cost, everything. So
Unreal. Spotlight.
yeah, that was just there for the one show.
No.
Usually they're not here in the middle of the aisle. But, and this is the mezzanine area. These are some of my favorite seats here for a show. I think they're great. They're you know, for going forward on all shows, I am going to put these for sale as well.
You haven't sold any of these yet in 1 year?
I have been. Richard Marks, they're all open. Yeah. I just and I did actually. I had balcony seats as well, but I'd rather have more people closer than up here.
Yeah, it fills the room up.
If you're taller, it's a little bit of a problem here, but
Very cool. Awesome. Man, you realize how massive this place is when
1,700 seats.
1,700. Holy cow.
You want to see the real original seats?
Is this place haunted?
I'm not gonna say it. I've never seen anything, but I'm one of those guys. These are the real. It's amazing enough that they're still intact perfectly.
Oh, these are like way, way back.
Yeah.
All right, Mom, you had to sit in one of these seats. Probably making out with your boyfriend.
Now they had taken these out recently, but these are the original carbon arc spotlights. My dad used to run these. Don't use them anymore. We have
I wonder how much power they draw.
a lot. There's a generator room below here for those. The new ones draw nothing.
Look at all the levers and stuff on there.
Yeah. Well, those are for the carbon, so you can adjust the carbon rods.
Oh, okay.
The rings.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was high-end technology back
It
in
was.
the day.
It was.
Look how far away that stage is from here.
We were just down there.
But you know what's funny? You can see the stage perfectly.
And it sounds great up here just talking.
That's what I tell you. If you go sit in that very last seat, Kurt, for a second. That is the worst seat in the house. The worst seats in the house. So think about that.
That's not even bad.
That's what
I mean, the worst seat is still good.
That's what I tell you. I go, this is technically the worst seat there. But yeah, that's the top.
What a beautiful building this is. I can't even understand how to describe it.
You know, back in 1928, it cost over $1 million to build.
What do you think it would cost to replicate that today?
Today, probably $3 million
Yeah,
somewhere in there.
it's crazy.
But you know, it's a theater that kind of went through a lot of different transitions of what it was. And now I think it's starting to become its own.
Well, I'm glad you're keeping it alive, man. You know, guys like you that don't let places like this die. You got so much. Your memories attached to this place is keeping it alive.
It is, absolutely. Absolutely. Kurt, if you look up, you can see those boxes there. See?
Oh yeah, you can see them up there, kind of. Just the architecture in here. That's where the rooftop parties are, right in there. Very cool. All right, guys, we're getting ready to head to the backstage area where the cool kids hang out. Is the green room back here?
Well, there's not actually a green room these days. Everybody puts their stuff directly in their dressing rooms.
Yeah. Just know if you had like an autograph wall or something back here.
You know, that's a great idea, though.
Yeah, you should put one back here.
It's a great idea. So, back here, mind you, everything's all packed up from a show, but there's all our power connections. We've got 400 amps back here, 100 amps over here. This is for our lighting. All the newer stuff, obviously, is the stuff I brought in. I'll give you a little look-see over here. It's kind of set up because they have an interview thing going today as well. It's a movie and gear. So when you come to the Capitol here, they're very adamant about having real movie center channel and left and right. So so when you come for a here, that's how they set it up. As a kid, I'd like to come back when the movie's going on because the projector would shine on here, but they couldn't see you back here. But the movie would shine through. I can tell you how many weirdo things I've done as a kid. But
That's another interview, Bill.
yes, it is. And this is the line system. We're actually getting ready to redo this. Do a lot of upgrades for it. I'm gonna help them out with that whole process. All the new ropes, all the new cables, kind of get the rigging more up to.
Well, you talk about the engineering, just the weights and the chains and the cables and the
And
ropes.
it's a counterweight system. So the
Yeah.
weirdest thing is, you can lift thousands of pounds if you do it accurate. You have a guy up there. You load it up here. He puts the weight up there, and anybody can operate thousands of pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just a counter. It works. It's amazing. You know, goes back to the.
That is so cool, man.
Now back here, we loaded out the show the other day, but we didn't have to load out. Actually, the other show, so we kept a lot of the gear we got to bring back in. So you know, like right over here, for example, these are carts. These are, you know, like our RCF line arrays right here.
Yeah.
Over here, these are the new 30s. You know, each one is thousands of dollars each.
Well, they
We
sound
have
amazing.
16 of them. We have to fly now, and then we use these for front fills. These are a different one, and that's just for the mid and highs. Then we have all our subs over there, and we stack all those. So that's why I tell people, go, and that's just for the speakers. That's not including all the rigging, all the cabling, all the boards, all the microphone. You know, people don't understand how much it adds
Well,
up
and
there.
depending on the venue too, you know, how many you have, how you
right,
how you
exactly.
position them.
Right. You know, 8 to 10 per side in the theater, pretty standard number. You get out to outdoor sheds, you're talking 60, 20%, and not including the delays further out. You know, that's a whole other issue.
And this new technology too, it kills all the dead spots in the crowd. So
Well,
it's
it
pretty.
is. So we measure a room, and we put it through software. So it tells us every angle where one has to go. Plus, then once that's set, this has steering software in it. So from a laptop, we can go, we want
You can
a
move
little
that-
bit
the
more
speaker
adjustment.
inside of it?
Literally adjust them. And there's no dead zone. So literally, the guy sitting in the front row and the guy sitting in row 24 in the back of the theater under the balcony has the same sound.
Mm-hmm.
There's no difference.
Don't tell my wife that because I always want to get near the soundboard.
It's always, that's always the thing, you know. I can't sit behind because then I watch too much and I have to watch the show. I've been told I have to pay more attention. And I enjoy that. But you know, so we're lucky here, as I said, working with the Capitol. They let us keep a lot of stuff here. So as long as they only have a movie going on, I keep it here.
How many times a week do they do a movie?
It's sporadic.
Oh.
They're putting a little bit more in because there's cinema during the tornado got closed.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's some fixtures hanging after Richard Marx back here. These are panty bots. If you see these screens here, I can put your name in them.
You can?
You can literally, it takes tons of channels, but we can have them put your name and they can scroll all the way across. We can do whatever we want. So they spin 720 degrees.
That's so freaking cool.
We have, these are wash units. Those are frame bot units on the end.
Where do you go to the NAM show every year?
I do.
Where you look at all this stuff?
Yeah, I go to NAM, I go to LDI, I go to Spain to ISE. So yeah, there's like 4 or 5. Yeah, I go to Vegas twice a year for Infocom and LDI. I go to NAM in January. I go to ISE in Spain in February. So
Break
I get
out
to
your
see all the
checkbook.
gear, and I get a lot of demo stuff. So it's, you know, that's one thing I like where as I say, we wear many hats. So it's great when sometimes I get product line. You know, I just had like Pioneer DJ. They just had this whole new speed, and they really wanted me to test it out. They sent me tons of it, and they just like.
Well, you're probably networking by now,
I do.
right?
I
Yeah, so you know some
and
people.
They know that I have a production company, and I also am a promoter.
Mm-hmm.
So they want pictures of that gear on the stage with that artist.
And they can use that footage too. That's amazing. That's so cool.
So I do use advantage of that as well. So.
You're living the dream, Bill. You really are. This is like amazing. No radiator?
Yeah, the whole building's all steam heat.
So where do the artists hang out?
Well, I'll show you.
Yeah, let's check that out.
Furniture.
They ever want like atmosphere, like
They do.
certain lighting and
Yeah. So we'll put in the lamps. We'll put in the couches. We'll do, you know. But this is just the basic. It's not overly cosmetic. So I make it look the best you can.
okay. Going down to the
Plus, they had a lot of water down here after the tornado, so they had to repaint the floor. There's a lot they have to still do. So there's five technical dressing rooms down here. Like this is where Richard Marx was the other day. You know, just carpets and, you know, chairs, and they usually, like, as I said, they usually make their room up. They warm up in here. They may have their food here, they may not. Sometimes the food's out here, like next week for the show. I'll take this area here. You can feel free to take this. This room here, and I'll, you know, we'll put the banquet of food here.
Yeah. It's comfortable down here.
It's.
You ever hear the guys down here warming up on their guitars and stuff?
You hear it more often than you think. And, you know, technically the weird part is it's pretty loud. But, so this one is for the conductor, so they have an orchestra, as you go right over.
No freaking
So
way.
the organ is right here to your right, but so many times, and you probably don't know it sitting in the seat you do, musicians open that door and they go right up down there looking at you.
Are they really?
Okay, more often.
I know where to wave.
So every once in a while, if that's not covered, if you see a set of eyes, maybe someone watching you.
I gotta look out there. Look at this, guys. You're being spied on by the musicians. Man, they get a really good view.
If you want, go over there to your left, and that's a trap door to open up for you.
Where's that?
Right there. Step on that stool. Step on it. That's a trap door.
That goes to the stage?
Yep. Use it for nutcracker.
Oh, I'll kill myself if I do that, but I'll take your word for
Push
it.
your hand up. It'll just open for you. You're okay. It's not locked.
Oh, check it out. So like a magic show, man. You could send somebody up there.
Go all day long.
Look at guys. Bill said that the musicians sometimes will come up. They watch sporting acts and shit from here, I'm sure, right?
No, they'll just go see how big the
Oh, see how the crowd's working out?
crowd is. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna sneak up here and say hi to him. I know that.
You see a set of eyes.
Say, Tommy, I see you in there.
Look how handsome this guy is.
Very cool.
Cool. And then this is what it's called the crossover. It crosses over and comes up. Oh, here's one of my drapes. Cool. It'll just keep coming.
Wow.
So you can go under stage and come up.
I'm glad you know your way out.
So where do they come up to the stage? Which?
Either side.
Okay.
If they prefer. A lot of artists now, they're very used to monitor control being on stage left, which is this side.
Yeah.
So most of them will usually come up this way.
Well, we got around a circle.
You have a lot of bands that still use floor monitors, and most of them use them
it's
in
a
ears.
mix. It's a mix. It depends. We, you know, from a point of view of a sound company, we love the in-ears.
Yeah. Makes your job easier, I'm sure.
It makes the stage cleaner. Makes your performance sound better.
But monitors look so cool.
Monitors look great. The problem with monitors, if you have people with hearing loss, they like to raise them. The problem is what that ends up doing is kind of making things mucky in other microphones.
Yeah, I get it.
So that's where we.
Yeah, but they still look cool as hell.
They do. I'm not gonna lie to you.
If I was in a band playing on the stage, I'd say I want them, even if they're not on. I'll use ears, but I want the floor monitors because I got to be able to come up here and put my foot on it when I'm playing my. So awesome. What do you guys think?
Love it.
That's pretty amazing.
And the piano and all that.
That's
stuff.
Richard Marx's, huh?
Yeah, just an example there.
That's so cool, dude.
Yeah.
I can have that?
There you go.
You're the man. Thank you.
The hole, Rick.
There's an outside view where the bands will come out and check out. The bands are downstairs. You just saw that on the video, but Bill just showed us how they can get up here under the stage and look out to see how the crowd's filling in.
Can you imagine being a front row right here and you just see guys looking at you like,
You're right, literally being spied on. You don't even know it half the time. So freaking cool. But again, guys, let's thank Bill Paolo and these two guys. What a great day, man. That was so cool. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.